Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another week of 501. I hope you are enjoying all of our tools so far, and hopefully this week will be a little bit of the same. In our text, we are starting with Chapter 3, Presentation Tools, and I absolutely love what our authors say at the very beginning, and I'm looking for it right now. It is, how many bullet points does it take to kill an audience? And how true is that? Our students are very sick of PowerPoints. So let's look at some other solutions to that. Now, first of all, I want to tell you that the Untangling the Web video tutorial link does have tutorials on all of the tools, the 4 tools that are presented in this chapter. However, the not found button is coming up. So I emailed the authors, and Adam has already emailed me back and said that he's looking into it today. So hopefully by the time you watch this video, the link will be back up. So, I am not going to show you all of them. I am going to show you my 2 favorites that they talk about in the text, and then one other that they don't talk about in the text that is actually one of my favorites. So let's talk about Prezi first. This is probably the most popular alternative to PowerPoint that's going on right now. So Prezi, the preface of Prezi is that everything is on one quote-unquote page. So when you create a Prezi, you are creating one huge page of information. But the difference between this and PowerPoint is how interactive that this can be. I'm just showing you one example of mine with the zoom features. And it's really neat because all of the information is on one page, but you can see that depending on how you zoom and where you zoom, it's much more interesting to look at than PowerPoint, in my opinion. So when you go to create a new Prezi, Prezi has just come up with an update to make it a little more user-friendly if you have already used PowerPoint. So when you do it, it asks you to pick out a template. I'm just going to go the first one here. And then it will show you the entire page that you have. But this is what the update did in the last couple of months. It gives you this slide view on the left-hand side so that it looks a little more like PowerPoint when you're creating it, and you can see what points you're making and at what and what it will look like when you're done. So very easy to make and a very, very useful tool. So that was Prezi. The next one I'm going to show you is VoiceThread. And I really, really like VoiceThread if you are looking at flipping your classroom. If you've never heard of flipping your classroom, it's one of the latest and greatest trends in ed tech. And what it means is that students are getting an introduction to the instruction at home before you actually teach it. So instead of assigning homework, traditional homework, to practice what you taught in class, you flip your classroom and you give the kids an introduction to the topic before you teach it, and then in class you practice that topic. So what VoiceThread does is it'll let you upload a PowerPoint if you already have one, but then you can see here I have it muted, but you can see that I am speaking and I'm explaining whatever's on this slide. You can also annotate over each slide, highlighting it, writing notes, things like that. So that is VoiceThread. I really like that one. Okay, so the next one that I am going to show you is not in your text, and I'm going to have to fuss at Adam for not including it because it's probably my favorite, and it's called present.me. So you'll have to go to present.me and create a free teacher account, and what it lets you do, let me see, here's an example that I had pulled up. You'll actually collect your data.
Are you sure this water is pure?
Are you sure this water is pure?
The bar is quite far. We need a car.
Okay, so what present.me does is it adds a human nature into your presentation. So you have your webcam here, and it's it is collecting your image and your voice, and then you have your PowerPoint or Word document or whatever here. So instead of, like on VoiceThread, only hearing my voice, here you would actually see the teacher's face, hear the teacher's voice, and you can see down here she's going through a PowerPoint slideshow and she'll be explaining it as she goes along. Those of you in the EDTL program, you will be required to use this next semester for your 505 class. So this week, what I would like you to do is go through all of the tools in the text, that is SlideShare, Poll Everywhere, VoiceThread, and Prezi. And I'm going to put up a discussion board just telling me which one is your favorite and why. Honestly, just because I'm curious. And then your graded assignment for this week is twofold. You have to create a Prezi, and then you have to create a present.me. Now, in order to create a present.me, you have to have access to a webcam, which I'm assuming all of you did because all of you created your very first video for me. So the content of these should be something that you would like to teach to your students, or those of you over in England, it can be something that you would like to explain to parents or colleagues. But like everything in this class, I want you to actually use the products that you make in this class. So again, what do you do for this week? You do the discussion board telling me which tool was your favorite. And then you go on to Prezi.com and you create a Prezi to use in your workplace. And then you go to present.me and create a different presentation with a different topic. And let me know what you guys think. I like all of these tools and hope you do too. Have a great week. Bye-bye.